for the very funny Olivia Flood-Wylie!
My dentist told me I brush my teeth too hard, which makes me feel like life is a losing game. And I'm pretty sure it is. I'm recently sober, and it's wild. Thinking about all those nights I drank so much, and then in the morning I was so anxious and headachy and nauseous and filled with regret, and to realize it wasn't the alcohol. It just feels terrible to be a person. And most of my friends are on board with me. I feel like half my generation needs those vests that dogs wear that say, "Anxious, don't touch." Except ours would say, global warming is dooming the planet and minimum wage is $7.25, which does not keep up with the rapid cost of food. Don't touch. I recently moved back from Amsterdam. I lived there for 4 years, and it was humbling. Not just because the Dutch minimum wage is $13.27, but because Dutch people are so hot. It's rough being an American 6, an LA 4, and a Dutch 0. Turns out, Dutch people are not interested in women who look like if a haunted Renaissance painting of a witch came to life. They also have the jump on us in terms of what's considered historically relevant. In Amsterdam, they're like, this building's from the year 3 and it houses a Burger King. In LA, they're like, welcome to LA. This is the oldest relic in the city. It's a woman over 40. Behold the fact that she's still acting, despite only qualifying for roles as Robert De Niro's mother. I had a Dutch therapist, which was a mistake, because Dutch people are very honest and practical, which is great when it comes to building bike lanes, and not so hot when it comes to a mental health professional, especially when you're crying and she looks at you and she goes, "You have a lot of feelings, don't you?" She went to school for that, and I was still struggling when I moved home. LA's an expensive city. I've got roommates here. We're in a group chat. Group chat's called Roommate, and it's just me and my parents. But we're trying to figure it out. Things have changed a lot since the last time I lived at home. When I was in high school, I was really depressed, and I would go, "I want to die." And my parents would say what parents are supposed to say. They go, "Don't." And a lot of things have happened since I last lived at home. And now I'm like, "I want to die." And my dad's like, "Sweetheart, get in line." You think you're the only person who wants to die in Los Angeles in 2024? Get real. I decided I would find an American therapist. I have one that I see online because I can't afford a real one, and she's based in Louisiana. And in our first session, she signed on and she goes, "Hi, Olivia, I'm Tara. Tell me about you." And I was like, "Well, my boyfriend lives pretty far away. He's Canadian. He lives in Canada." And she goes, "That sounds hard." And then halfway through the session, her house got hit by a hurricane. And I didn't know what had happened because she just went dark. So I was just DMing her like a thirsty guy on Tinder. I was just like, "Hey Tara, if you could just hit me back, that'd be sick." I don't use the term emotional blue balls lightly, but I was like, "Pre-cry, just hit me back." And she messages me 24 hours later. She goes, "I am so sorry. Hurricane Ida came ripping through our town and it took us straight off the grid. We're currently living in a hotel, but we could have a session tomorrow if you'd like." I don't know, Tara, how I feel about signing on and having you go, "Hi, Olivia, tell me about your problems." "Well, my boyfriend's still far." She goes, "That sounds so hard. Don't mind my daughter in the background. Her school doesn't exist anymore." "Okay, well, Sometimes I feel like our communication is a little off because of the 9-hour time difference, and she would go, no, I get it. Don't mind me putting on my life vest. The water's going right over my head. I'm killing it. Anyway, I've been Olivia Flood-Wylie.